Well, hello, everyone. Well, our favorite supposed anti-bully, Bob. Well, Bob has a variety of channels, and Bob is a crusader. Yes, he is. He's the face of a movement. He's also an internet grifter that his specialty is calling other people bullies. Now, Adrastia has her severe delusions. And in this video, you set the standard of what was okay you do. You gave them the tools, then disavow them to clean you. Now, I like Adonis, but his hygiene is his business. I am not cleaning him. Just saying. I mean, what him and Leaf do in the privacy of their bathroom is their business. But apparently Adrastia doesn't understand English. So we won't dwell on that. No, we won't. We shan't dwell on that. But we will go back to what Bob had to say to Adrastia. I had the opportunity to network with one of the bigger news stations here in California yesterday. There might be a special intro story pertaining to all the crap that is going on here on YouTube. My girlfriend and I are dealing with a bunch of BS as well. Because you see, he wants donations for himself. Not from the same creator, but I would like to talk to you privately, he says. And she didn't answer him. And this is Bob wanting to go after Adonis Paul. Now, Bob and I had an exchange last week. He had a live up about Nicolina. I went over at late night to debunk him. And he had it in his head that I was going live and was going to stream him. I was smoking a bowl and petting Rachel in my lap and getting ready to go to bed because it was about midnight and I was getting up at 6 in the morning because on the farm during the summer, you get up with the chickens and then when it gets hot at noon, you knock off until evening. You know, it's the summer schedule. You know, sun's going down now and I'm here on YouTube. Now, Bob has it in his head that we're all bullies and we spend all of our day obsessing about them. Now, my job is to entertain and inform you, and especially about the people or subjects you're interested in. And I do whatever subject you're interested in. You know, really soon here, we are going to start a book club. And, you know, do a once a week live stream where we're going to talk about a book we all read. Well, actually, audiobook. It's going to be like an audio book club. And I've got the playlist starting off for it on my community tab. And every week I'm going to put up a handful of options, let people vote. And then people that want to can listen to the audiobook, and then one time a week we're going to get together and talk about it. You know, this is just some diversion content besides the regular. A little fun something. You know, it's something I can do on a commentary channel, and we can talk about the classics because most of my subscribers are in my age demographic, and we will have similar media understandings. Now, Bob, we've been catching Bob in some grifts. He was supposedly getting some donations for some aid to help him with his blindness, but it went to DoorDash. Now, myself, I can't imagine paying $60 for a fast food meal just to have it delivered to my house. But Bob does when it's on someone else's dime. Now, Bob's blind. My mother was blind. I took care of my mother a decade. You know, I took care of a completely blind woman. And my grandfather went blind on my mother's side, which means there is a 1 in 4 chance in the next 15 years that I will go completely blind. Now, the thing is it's what you do with your blindness. Now, my mother couldn't do a lot, but she tried what she could. And as an example, she could still brown ground beef. And other than that, I had to do all the cooking. All of it. But to make her feel useful, that was her thing to do. You know, she was a great cook. She couldn't cook anymore because of her blindness. But, you know, I included her by letting her brown the ground beef. That way she was still feeling like she was cooking and being useful. Now, I digress because I got a good look at Bob and Lori, his girlfriend. And they fill a couch. I mean, if you probably add 75 pounds between them, you could probably get them on a 1,000-pound life show. So, I'm sure there's been some words said over the years to Bob and Lori. And they seem to be these moralistic human beings that think they're going to shame you or get you deplatformed. No, Bob, all that's going to do is get somebody in your damn face. Just saying. You know, I have a policy here. Anyone false strikes this channel, I'm coming straight to their house. Yep, I am. Straight to their house. Because, you know what, I'm done with bullies. Like you, Bob. You know, I'll fuck someone up in a minute. And get away with it. Because you see, Bob, I used to be a criminal. A naughty criminal, too. And I have learned how to do things. Through proxy. I mean, now you, however, want to go to the media. And I will, now if you want to, you know, you get that California woman or whatever, I'm gonna guess the reporter is a woman. And if she wants to, she can talk to me. And I will tell her in 5 languages to go F herself and her small dog. Yes. Because that's one of the things that I'm doing. I'm trying to, you know, learn as many languages as I can, the phrase of F you and your small dog. So yes, if you wish for she to interview me for our side, I will be more than happy to do it. And I will also tell her in 5 different languages to go F off and her small dog. Yes. No, not cat. I do cat in maybe 2 or 3 of the languages, but not all 5. I got some work to do, in case they're a cat person. So, but yes, Bob, and you want to take up for Adrastia. Adrastia, who is an accomplice to murder, that constantly makes dozens of videos badgering Adonis Paul because he revealed truth about her. She don't like that. Adrastia has over 4,000 hidden videos, and many where she hits herself to get money. And the next time she hits herself on camera, I'm gonna make sure her channel goes away. Because you see, Bob, we do things under terms of service, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it, boy. So you can go grift you another 60 extra bucks. You can go get you some pity Burger King and cry your ass off with your morbidly obese girlfriend. Now I was thinking earlier today, Bob, you're the only morbidly obese blind person I've ever known. I just realized that, thinking about it, it's like, then, Bob, I've known quite a few blind people, and they were all very fit. Not Bob. Now, Bob, once again, physically he is not fit. Mentally he is not fit. Everyone's a bully. For over 2 years, Amberlyn Reed subscribers every morning were leaving me all sorts of horrible messages that, they were a Drastia plus. You up it about 2 notches on what a Drastia whines about, and that was my everyday. And I ignored it. Whatever. I don't care. Fuck you people. And they would then delete the messages. That was bullying, Bob, and I don't care. Put on your big boy pants. You can do that, can't you, Bob? You got enough white ass. You got some real damn big pants. Now, once again, a sound mind, a sound body. Your body's not sound, and neither's Lori, and you're once again one of these people that wants the world to accommodate your feelings. And when they don't, you want to try to deplatform people because your feelings hurt. Well, you know what? That is a bully, Bob. Now, Adonis wants to be nice, but Adonis hasn't seen recent things I have about you and you running your mouth. And I'll lay this, Bob. You'll be off YouTube before I will. Yes, you will. Now, once again, bring your little California reporter on. I dare you, Bob. Now, I accidentally knocked the phone off that I was going to do my next piece of this bit with. The ground broke its fall, so, fortunately it didn't fall forever. So, now that I've lost my spot, let's find Bob's channel, shall we? And see what Bob has to say for himself. Now, his main channel is Voices Behind the Shit. And he spells shit with a exclamation point for the I. Wandering in darkness, exposing the light. We are silent, but we speak loudly. We are voices behind the shit. And then he's got many channels. Because he apparently, he has to hide his name. So he always has these things like that. Or Eye on Entertainment. Or other Bobisms. Now, let's go over here to... I'm having to laugh a little bit because, Bob, really, he does offend me. He's a self-righteous asshole. Yes, Bob, I called you a self-righteous asshole. And your girlfriend needs to stop cosplaying the Death Star. You might want to think about ball gags for each other for Christmas. Just saying. So, now that Bob can say that I'm a horrible bully. Yeah. Oh, so that's one of the voices behind the shit. Now, where's this other? Oh, yes, oh, shit, his other one doesn't come up in, it doesn't come up in search. Oh, but we won't worry about it because you know that Bob is an anti-bullying crusader. And Bob is, for some reason, targeting Adonis Paul. And he was nice enough to make me an adopted F person. And I appreciate that. It was a hand stretched out in brotherhood. And I'm considered unique psychologically, Bob. You'll never find another human being like me. So you're going to have fun with me. So, I appreciate that from Adonis. And as an adopted representative of the F people, you're in a lot of trouble, Bob. I mean, you're going to Adrastia and trying to enlist her for attacks on Adonis Pa when you need to be worrying about other people. Like yourself. Yes, Bob. I mean, your health don't look good. I mean, all it would take is like a melting John Hex or two, and you'd probably be grabbing your chest. And just saying. And I'm a pretty wide fella. I have a thyroid issue, but I still only take up one seat on the couch, and you can still fit two other people on it. But you and Lori sure do fill up that couch. Now, once again, I'm sure that you two have a lot of things said to you, and you have tons of resentment. And in fact, I heard some of your protests, which I will cover in another vid because this is long, Bob. But Bob, you have declared war. And I am throwing down the gauntlet, you fat ass. Yes, I am. I know that you are short-sighted. I know that your vision of the future is lacking. And you truly lack understanding. I mean, I doubt you got the IQ of 70. And your girlfriend, too. But, Bob, it's going to be fun making a fool of you and entertaining people with it. Now, I don't care what you think. Don't care what you say. I get shit made up to me against me all the time. I mean, hell, I had people accusing me of killing my father. I didn't, by the way. Damn. Digressing. But yes, Bob, I mean, get over it. Put on some big boy pants. Get on your feels. And in your case, go for a walk. Yes, I mean, and Lori, she definitely needs a walk, so that's my advice, is her to get you a nice collar and a leash and start taking you for an evening walkies. And it will help both of you, and it may even spur a love life. Doubt it. Actually, yes. Bob? Now, before I go, I just had a thought. How do you and Lori do it? Now, everyone, please put your comments below and have a good night.